Hello and hello, my name is Shadow Gallade, and welcome back to the channel. We've got another Tusk match for you guys today. We have Coach Nick and Tark of the Arkansas Raccoonids and Coach Tark of the Bangkok Bun Clickers. And as you can see, a lot of Hisuian representation today, like a total of 5 Hisuian variants, which is very impressive. Not often we get to see this many things. Anyway, we have the Coco, the Jugulus, the friggin' Reggie Drago, Mega Pidgeot, Iron Treads, and Hisuian Electrode, the worst version of my Electrode, my Pokemon, if we're being honest here. First is the Hisuian Bravery, Hisuian Samurott, Vikavolt, Ursaluna, Claydol, and Hisuian Goodra. Anyway, I'm going to let them know they can begin. You may begin. So right off the bat, I'm going to say speed control not very much of an issue here, considering he has easily remove it. And they get start off. Tapu Koko versus the Ursaluna. About average matchups, very average leads, both set up the guts, and just Tapu Koko being Tapu Koko in general. Very bad position for Tark to be in, though not an uncommon position, considering Tapu Koko's demeanor. As for what Ursaluna wants to do, I think he's going to play the prediction game as to whether or not he predicts the flying type to come in, or just go straight for the kill. And did he guess right? And the Cork Drive, but oh! Nick gets the prediction correct. Excellent play of predicting the Jugulus to come in. Nailing it heavily. It cannot switch in if rocks go back up. However, Nick is upset that the Jugulus are very interesting. Although I guess I don't blame him considering it is now a +1 boosted Jugulus. As pretty excellent pairing that we'll see much more odds when Pokemon Home comes out. But for now, we're seeing it here. As what happened here, I think Nick has to preserve the Ursaluna. Interesting thing to note here, it's likely bulletproof due to Guts not proccing, like no Flame Orb proc. So that could be interesting for later. He could also be Choice Banded or Soul Fist, though I highly doubt he's Choice Banded given the lack of a dead Jugulus right here. We also don't know Jugulus' item, but it's likely something choiced, or Life Orb. If he's Life Orb, very bad position for him to be in, otherwise then he's just gonna fire something. Regardless, like it's very likely Nick has to pick some kind of sack here, unless he has a very special Assault Vest variant or something, which even doesn't want to take anything. Likely the Goodra, but he'll likely want to save Goodra for a later Tapu Koko fighting. It could go either way. He could also stack off Vikavolt here, although again that depends on the. And nope, he just goes right for the Dark Pulse in. Wow, that is an Assault Vest Ursaluna. I'm willing to bet because it did that little to Ursaluna, even at +1. However, the flinch coming out, not the worst position Nick could be in, as he does take one more, barring damage ranges, but still. Either Tark was predicting them to switch out, or Nick was willing to sack off the Jugulus there. Either way, very interesting play from both sides. As what happens now, Nick has the debate. Does he risk the damage roll or the second flinch? Well, the second flinch isn't a matter, but it's very likely this is a damage roll to two-shot him here. The question is, does Nick want to go for it? Because Jugulus, because at slower health range, Ursaluna doesn't really do much. It's slower than Treads, and we don't know. Depending on the Treads set, he could just kill the Ursaluna right here. Actually, look at this matchup in general. It's very past versus future. 3 future mons, well, 2.5, but I'm counting Tapu Koko here, versus 4 Hisuian variants. A very past versus future-esque feel to this duel. But overall, very poor position for Nick to be in, and Tark decides to switch out, not wanting to risk the Jugulus. And Nick switches out, likely wanting to sack the Vikavolt here. Very interesting play from both sides, and Treads has a maxed out special attack and not speed, likely an adamant build. That is good to know for Nick, as now he will have a bit of an easier time speed calcing. I have been talking nonstop. My lungs are terrible. As what Nick wants to do here, he could get up webs, but I doubt he wants to do it against the spinner. In truth, Nick's actually in a terrible position here because Tark can do whatever he dang well pleases, and Nick kind of just has to switch. And that's something I have to mention. The Terra Captains are Hisuian Braviary and Reggie Drago. I should have mentioned that sooner, but oh well. And yeah, Claydol comes in, spinner against spinner, and oh! The knockoff, very powerful at +1, and Claydol is pretty much useless the rest of this game, given its lack of speed, unless he wants to. Everything on his team is faster. It can't even switch into Koko anymore, which is. I'm willing to bet what the Claydol was designed to do, but I could be wrong. Regardless, Tark is in a wonderful position here. In fact, he's free to just click knock off again as Nick sees the force to sack it or find something else to take a major blow in losing his item. But honestly, I don't think Nick bothers. It would be a fool's errand to do so. I think Clay just has to die here. It's near useless now without being able to wall Coco. And yeah, he wraps into the +1 boost. Okay. And oh, that's a terrain extender Coco. The terrain didn't end there. He's terrain extender. He has to be. Excellent prep on Tark's part, playing the longer game with the Paradox Pokemon. And now, Nick is in a terrible position. Nothing really wants to take on Treads. If he's a bulkier variant, Samurott could do something. But even then, if Treads has close combat, which I think it gets, I'm not 100% sure, he could just die on the spot. Because again, this is a +1/+1 Iron Treads. Excellent play from Tark overall. Excellent playing from Tark. Nick is kind of just outmatched here. He could just have to stall out and switch around until the electric terrain ends. Or just hope that Samurai can take a hit and then kill it back. But even that's a risk in and of itself. And apparently Lane's going to put this at week 2 fuck-ups. If you want to know what that means, you can join the server yourself in the description below. See, this wouldn't have happened with my Hisuian Voltorb. My Hisuian Voltorb would have come in and done a lot more against this Iron Treads. And apparently Nick did that out of fear of Stone Edge. I can't really blame him. It was a scary matchup. Now then, as for what Nick does here, yeah, I think his play either has to be Ursaluna, it has to be either Vikavolt to stall out turns of terrain, or Samurai to help us take a hit. And apparently Knockoff would have still KO'd Vikavolt with 2 hits, according to the banter going on in the game chat. I'm not really sure. I'm not going to switch over the calcs to prove this. So the source is, bro, just trust me. But yeah, overall, Nick, very poor position here. We'll see what he does. And he goes in the Braviary. Interesting. Not even going with the Samurott idea. What does Braviary do here? I'm guessing it could be slightly bulky, but I don't know. I've never actually used a Hisuian Braviary before, as I'm guessing none of you have either. But yeah, like Nick knows. Is he Colbur? I doubt he is, because if he was Colbur, he probably would have tried to go into this sooner, unless he was also calculating for Stone Edge ranges. Because Nick has stated he was afraid of Stone Edge. But we'll see what he does. And he tears ground. But oh, the Ice Spinner! And the terrain is gone, and the Terra Blast ground. Okay, so very long sequence of events. First off, the Ice Spinner. I'm going to be honest, I think that was a poor play. Like, Knockoff still would have done a chunk. Even if you predicted the Terra, it wasn't exactly wise of you to get rid of your main attack boost. And second, the Terra Ground Braviary. Whether or not he predicted this kind of matchup in advance or wanted to prepare for Coco, excellent prep in advance by Nick. I will say that much. But yeah, Ice Spinning your own terrain away when it's the main thing keeping your Treads threatening, it certainly is a play. It's not a play I agree with. Then again, I also called triggering a Choice Specs on the Clodsire a bad play, and I got some heat for that, but whatever. And the boy is here! The ball! I like the ball. Ball is nice. As for what Ball wants to do here, I think he's ready to just fire off a Volt Switch. He predicted the switch out. Excellent play from Tark, although slightly obvious play, considering Goodra does get Sap Zipper. Great play, albeit an obvious one. As what he goes into here, not much wants to actually fight the Slug now that Iron Treads is gone. I'm guessing he goes into Draco to just try to weaken it down for his other teammates, because outside of Draco, his team doesn't do much against the Slug unless Jugglers can do something. We don't know it's full set yet, unless Calcs gave it away. But again, I don't have the calc open, and I'm not willing to pull up the calc during an analysis video. But if you want to see me calc, you can check out my channel. Sorry, I had to shamelessly plug. I'm sorry, guys. This is my time to shine. This is what I do. Yeah, I fully expect the Terra... And no, Jugglers comes in, likely trying to weaken this thing down. I'm guessing if Dark Pulse comes out here, unless he wants to... No, he can't drop a Draco. I keep forgetting Jugular doesn't get Drake. Oh, it's not a dragon anymore. And the Earth Power comes out, weakening the Goodra greatly as it goes down to Ironhead. Oh gosh. But yeah, with that, the Goodra is much less threatening. I don't think Coco kills it from this range. Arguably, unless it was... Nope, Virus is going to come in, getting a reliably free kill. This is the problem with, like, the Dark mod I use for Showdown. It always cracks under Earthquake pressure. The problem is this is such a good skin otherwise that I can't really ignore it. Maybe I'll switch to the Gen 9 skin, who knows. Regardless, I fully expect a big Dragon Energy or an average here. I don't think he tries to set up here at all. Because at this point, Nick doesn't have much of a Dragon switch in. He never actually had one to begin with besides the Slug. But at this point, I think the Slug has to go down. It's done its purpose. It was a bulky attacker. But now it's too weak to actively bulk anything out. Ursaluna still has enough HP to maybe do something here. But yeah, I think Slug is going down with... No, he preserves the Slug with Vikingwood coming in. Terra Dragon as Dragon Energy one-shots. I want to say that's a Specs Dragon Energy. It gives us the same energy as Specs Kyogre's Water Spout against a admittedly slower team. And, oh, the Samura comes in with the custom model. I forgot that was a thing on Showdown, even though I just got off the team screen like 10 minutes ago. Whatever, it's fine. We'll work with it. I don't think Regidrago stays in. He wants to preserve his his Choice Specs boosted Dragon Energy, and I think he does an Electrode here. So it is a safe switch in. Now the Slug does come back in for free, but at this point I can only do so often. The problem is, Ceaseless Edge, which I'm going to bet comes out here. Yeah, Ceaseless Edge sets up the spikes. Yeah, we all gave Glamora crap for doing this first, but no. Samurott did this first. Very interesting bit of trivia right there. But at this point, I think Nick has to pick his sack, and he chooses the Braviary, which is honestly a fair play. Braviary didn't have much use left in this game at only 5% health. Plus, it's surprisingly slow for a Braviary. Like, you look at that thing, you don't expect it to be so slow. Regardless, Ursaluna comes back in, and Coco needs to get out of here yesterday. Unless he wants to sack it in to give something else a free switch in. But yeah, I think the play is you turn out, go into the Pidgeot. He could go Electro though if he is scared of Stone Edge, but I don't know if he wants to make the same prediction twice. But the Grass Dog comes in, and okay, yeah, that is a Soul Vest Ursaluna. It should be dead right there to Grass Knot. That is a Soul Vested. 100%. That's what happens now. I think Pidgeot just comes in and kind of wins. And yeah, late in the graves with me. It's AV Ursaluna. But at this point, Braviary kind of wins. I don't think Goodra can take a Heatwave from this range, and Samurott just can't take attacks in general. Plus, it knows Life Orb, so yeah, Pidgeot just comes in, clicks a couple Hurricanes, the duel's over. Trago comes back in. What? My guy, Mega Bird wins! Maybe he's Scarf Red to Draco, who knows? In which case, Dragon... Yeah, that might be... Well, we don't know. We'll see in a moment as Samurott comes back in. I think Scarf Dragon Energy should still kill. And yep, that is a Specs Water Spout. Dragon Energy. So again, doesn't really matter then. Same play as last time. And yeah, with that, Tark takes the match in a 3-0 fashion. But yeah, that was your week 2 with Tark taking this and apparently Nick going on the Fuck Up Hall of Fame. I will say, though, I do still question the treads into Ice Spinner. Like, even if he was predicting Terra Ground there, first of all, that would be a good play, but, like... it could be. We don't know. I still say Ice Spinning the Train away was a bad idea. But it did also let him to win in the end, and it didn't really matter too much in the long run, as, well, the Dawn fan was going to die anyway. But I think even if he had only taken a knockoff there, the play would have remained the same. I just don't agree with the Ice Spinner play. Regardless, very good play from both sides, at least from my point of view. I'm not much of an analyst, you see. Regardless, though, I do like the theme of Coco into Paradox Mons. It's very interesting playstyle that is definitely going to see some more experimentation as Home comes out. But that's for future reference. But yeah, that's all for this week. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.